Hello, hello. This is the unboxing of the Chinese edition of Monsoon Market, which is a card game that I self-published a while back on Drive-Thru Cards. This is the first traditionally published version of the game, so I'd like to see what it looks like on the inside, and I want to show you too. If you know how to read Chinese, then this will be an extra treat for you. If you don't, then hopefully you enjoy the pretty pictures and the cool component quality. JoyPie has published several of my other games in Chinese before, and they've done an excellent job, so I'm sure the record will hold up in this edition as well. So this is the box, Monsoon Market, this is the side, JoyPie is the publisher, and they have my little imprint on the side as well. Icons, any board gamer will know what those icons mean, even if you can't read the Chinese text. And this is the back of the box. Very, very cool. It's just so interesting seeing international editions of your games. Just knowing people that around the world are playing your stuff, even if you couldn't share the same language. So one cool thing that JoyPie does is they put the designer bios on the side of the inside lid of the boxes, which is cool. So this is the rule book, and they give 2 copies of the rule book in the box, which is neat, so you don't have to share the one. And the rule book is very well laid out, very nice treatment of a lot of the diagrams that I already had in my previous edition, and it looks like it's probably expanded as well, probably to make everything clearer. So that is the rule book. Let's see what's inside. We got the solid, very thick block of cards here. Plenty of room in the box if you want to add components, like point trackers and stuff, but the game is pretty self-contained on its own, so you don't really need any of that. Very portable. So the way the game works, you have these order cards that are coming into your shipping port. You are traders that are running your own ports along the Indian Ocean trade network that extended between China and Africa before European contact. And so that's where you have all of these different traders from different nationalities on the cards offering their own different trade goods. So you have cloth and spices, and scrolls and precious gems. And every order that comes in is going to have a particular requirement. So you will have to spend from your stores this particular combination of goods in order to get this order and then do the special action. If you get it exactly right, then you put this card in front of you with these seals of approval facing you. So in this case, if you do it perfectly, this is worth 2 points. However, you don't have to do things perfectly in the Indian Ocean Trade Network. You can do slightly off, which in this case means to get just the silver version of this reward, all you have to do is have a pair of one type of good and another type of good. So 2 and 1. Doesn't matter what they are. It can even be partially correct. So say for example, you happen to have 2 diamonds but you don't have the 1 scroll, you can substitute that scroll with just any old bulk good. You can pay these 2, fulfill this order, but because it's not exactly correct, you'll get the silver mark. And note that these do have to be separate things, so you couldn't just drop a 4 card in order to satisfy all 3 of these things. They have to be 2 of one thing and 1 of another thing. However, if you want to fulfill on the bulk side to get the fewest rewards, so in this case this is not actually worth any points, but you get some bonus goods later on, all you have to do is put 3 of anything. So in this case, if you were to just drop this 1 card, you could fulfill this order at the bulk rate, get the least good rewards, still okay, but just least good, and you put this in front of you with this side facing you. And the game progresses that way with all these different orders that are available that randomly come up. So for example, this requires 4 of a kind, this requires a pair and a single, You have some other things too coming up. So you have some big whammies here. So 2 pairs and a single are required there. That's a very quick overview of the game. Probably not sufficient to actually play it. I do recommend looking at the rules online. If you want this in English, you can get it on Drive-Thru Cards. But if you want it in Chinese, you can get it from JoyPie. And it's a very nice addition, I think. Very, very cool. So that's Monsoon Market from JoyPie.